What's good, y'all? Welcome to my review for this week's episode of Persona 5 the Animation. Oh my fucking god. This episode was fucking amazing. Our animation was honestly some of the best it's probably been this whole entire season. Now that isn't saying much, but there weren't any shots where I was like, oh god, my eyes! I'm like, alright, A1. Overall, phenomenal animation, and of course, this does prove that the show was. Of course, since it's episode 25, it has confirmed that we are getting an extension. Like I said before, guys, we are in the end game right now, and I had to get an extra episodes. It's probably going to end up being another, I would say 12 episodes, maybe 15. I don't think it'll go a full 20 extra episodes. Me personally, I don't think it'll go that far, but I'd say 12 episodes, but I'm also hoping I'm overestimating with that one. I'm also just hoping I'm overestimating that it's a little bit shorter. But I would say probably another 12 episodes is probably 12 to 15 episodes is probably what's gonna be like the max so far from what I've seen. Anyway, so let us begin. So it starts with off. We're actually at the bar where the reporters, where the reporter is always chilling out. We actually hear roughly about this new guy that's running for mayor, or he's like running for like office in Japan by the name of Shindo. You probably recognize him. He was the asshole that cut in front of Akira and Ryuji in the at the elevator when they had that little buffet thing, and we've seen a couple extra times here on TV, but yeah. So then we get back to Futaba, where they get like this, they get their MasterCard to finally get inside. We're like, okay, and she actually put the name under, I think it was like Tartaro. I probably mispronounced it. It started with like a TH, and Morgana's like, you should pick a name that sounds cooler. You should pick a name. It says, you should pick a more badass name or a name that sounds cooler, and so. One of the guys people that work there actually comes in like, would you like to get this new card? It looks the exact same, so I don't know what's so new about it. So they say sure, and he says, like, as our motto says, customers first. And so Futaba gets the card, and she renames it under Shinji. And she's like, okay, Morgana, yeah, please. And she's like, that's so. I'm like, she's like, you selfish little pussycat. And so then the guy says, I will get real to dispose of this card. And our boy Ryuji comes in there. He's like, all right, everyone, let's kick some ass. And so then Sai comes up on the TV where she's like, you won't win. This is my world, and thus I deem the rules. Even though yes, that it is a gamble, prosecution is almost certain. And she makes some other gambling reference, and I was like, what is she talking about? Makoto says, actually, apparently. Now, I don't know if this is, like, straight up facts, like, yeah, this is actually happens in Japan, or this is just, the writers at Atlas, changing it up. But I think they are, since, Atlas is a Japanese company, so this is probably right, but apparently, Japan has a guilty verdict, rate of 99.9% on the first hearing. Yeah! In other words, if you get charged in Japan, you are fucked. Yep. Well, I definitely don't want to commit a crime in Japan. Tell that to Logan Paul. Anyway. So, then they get up the elevator, they learn where they're now on the high rate floor. And the dude that's on the camera's like, do you have a reservation? And really sounds like, move. He says, do you have a reservation? He's like, motherfucker, move! And then he's like, and then they're like, well, okay, what's about this reservation? They find out that this is like a courthouse that they're in. So they wonder how to get a reservation. Makoto figures it out just like that. So all she had to do was like attend one of these, like, I guess, like court hearings that Sai was a part of, that she's prosecuting. She kind of just sat in the back area where all the chairs are. Excuse me, the back area where all the chairs are. She got outside, then the door, then unlocked, and they got through. They find the treasure. They find her treasure, and so they're like, all right, let's go and take her out and get the treasure, and of course say and steal her heart. And actually, right before I began discussing about that part, let me see. I was completely forgot about the little montage they had to when they finally was able to find the treasure. So. at first, so they put the card in once the gate is gone and everything. They find that actually they have to actually get inside. They have to have 100,000 coins, and oh my god, the looks on and Ryuji's face, like you can tell that's probably where all the budget went for this episode. It was a great. I love that shot. That shot was amazing. They're like, what, Nani? How the what? And so we have then we have a montage with some amazing music in the background. I love the P5 soundtrack. And so we see them just going through different mini games to get the coins they need, and then they get to this one where it's like kind of like I guess like it's almost like it's like the Roman Colosseum where it's like 1v1. And so Kira has to go in there all alone, and I love how Kira just exudes confidence here. Like as everyone's saying, the odds are stacked against us. Don't die, Kira. Kira's just so nonchalant. All he does is like pull down his gloves. He doesn't care. He's like, whatever. This is easy. This is easy peasy, motherfuckers. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. And so and I love, and then we actually see actually a couple of the other characters, a couple of extra side characters. Confidants in here, which I thought was like, we just see the Get Smoked kid. We see a little bit of his confidant where he actually teaches Akira how to be better at shooting via the little light gun game they have at the arcade. So this way Akira has like a better aim, which we see throughout the episode. And we even see her name is I'm drawing a blank on her name, but she's the shogi player. I forget her name. Her name is. We see a little bit of her confidence, but honestly, in the P5 anime, they have only just glossed over confidant, where she actually talks about that at the end while they're playing shogi. She says that I'm just here. I'm going to I have confidence. Excuse me. I have confidence, so I'm going to go over there and talk to my mom. About, of course, everything with the shogi, which I think that's probably the last we're probably gonna see of her, because that was around the tail end of her confidant. So yeah, I mean she doesn't really get much attention, but her confidant wasn't all that in the game, in my personal opinion. It was pretty good. I would say it's better than On's, but nowhere near as good as say Sojiro, Futaba, Ryuji, and some of the other members. But her confidant was overall okay. But it was nice seeing her confidant there. And I love when Akira's actually in the arena. My man Akira has the man dodges in so much style. Like the man has the style of a JoJo character. Like I just love when he had that dodge, like how graceful he looked. It was like, oh, it was amazing. And so he takes on fire, and actually I love when actually Ryu just kind of rooting him on. Like you can do Akira, he goes puts his hands on the fence and he gets a shot, electric shot. It's hilarious. And kicks a crab, and so catches him. He's like, hey, it was hilarious. So then they get the 100,000. They think, yeah, we're done and we're in. Let's go. Upset limit up a bit. She's like, no. So it needs to be a little bit more. It needs to be a little more. And everyone's like, why are you raising? She's like, of course I'm raising it. I'm gonna make sure this is impossible for you guys that you aren't gonna get here. And so she raised it to $1 million. And so they're like, what? Nanny? 1 million? Are you insane? But then a man Akechi, he's like, I got you. Where he actually pulls out the Tartarus out, whatever the old car, the previous car that Futaba originally got. He actually kept it, and since there was a 1,000 coin welcome gift, he got that. He did he took out a couple loans here and there, betted on Akira when he was at the arena, to where he now has over 900,000 coins. So Akira had, with the winnings Akira got, bam, they got 1 million coins, which is what they need to, of course, get in. So they get the coins. That's when they actually, of course, awaken or find their treasure. Which then they decide. We're actually, I like how actually A1 did this, where they actually took the game, how it happened in the game, into the way they have it. Because actually, apparently in the game, I don't know this for sure, but apparently, because I watched Nico B's Let's Play of the game, I haven't, and apparently that's what he said, because he ended up actually some of his fans throughout the Let's Play, he actually gave him tips, oh, you should do this, you should do that, you should do this, little tips here and there, and he would talk about them in the videos. So apparently, if you beat Side's Confidant early, or beat her Palace early, I should say, the game would actually just skip you right to the last day. Would just immediately just skip you to the last day. So around the end, so then you have the ending and everything that happens from there. So yeah, that was actually kind of interesting to see. That actually they took the game in there and like we'll wait until like the last minute just because she's a realist. She'll let us know it'll be a little bit better in our favor that everything will work in our favor. And so they're like, okay. He talks about how that she that she's a realist, that she'll probably think that she's a target, yada 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 yada. Kitch goes off. And so we actually see a little bit of another confidant from one of the side characters. I forget his name. But it was like Toru, I believe. It was like Toru. It started with like a Tor. Toru. And so he was a politician guy we saw a few weeks. I think I want to say last week we saw him. And he's just sitting there, talking, on his soapbox about politics in Japan. People say, oh, you're losing your edge, no good Torgo or Tor, which that line actually has a lot of meaning within his confidant. I don't know if the anime is going to really delve into any of his confidant. Later on, they might. If they do, cool, because his confidant was actually really good. I really dug his confidant. But I wouldn't be surprised if they just either just skip it over completely, or just just gloss over and only do little bits and pieces here and there, and they don't really predominantly focus on it. I wouldn't personally lose sleep over it. Anyway, so then you have while it's raining, Akira has his umbrella. And he tells me, man, you did a good job. And he's like, it's nice hearing that from me. It's glad to hear that. That at least Japan's getting a little better. And so then we get back to Sai's place, where she, of course, receives the calling card of her being the next person to Matthew. And I love this scene. Like, this was honestly Makoto's episode. The voice acting from Makoto's voice actress did an amazing job in this week's episode. And I just love when after she's like, what nonsense! I'll take care of them first. And right when she's like, I should get back. Makoto says she's like, okay, child. I don't know if she was about to slip the bean, spill the beans or something, or say something she probably shouldn't have said. But she's like, I hope you win. I'm rooting for you. And she actually asks her, hey, when you get up, you're going to interrogate them, right? And she's like, yeah. And they're like, yeah, in a secret room underground. Yeah, that ain't suspicious. Which, by the way, yes, indicates the room that Akira's in. Yeah, it's underground. That's the interrogation room she was talking about. That's where our boy Akira's being held at. If my memory serves me correct, which I'm pretty sure it was. And then after the scene, after her side leaves, Makoto starts crying, and I'm pretty sure her Makoto crying was actually added to the anime. I don't think the game had that, so I liked that A1 did that. Like I said, A1, honestly, in my personal opinion, has done a better job telling the game story than the game did, with adding, with adding details and adding stuff like that. Like, I love the stuff. It just shows you how personal. I love, the scenes where we actually see Makoto when she was trying to talk to Sai's shadow, and throughout this whole thing, you really see just how much Sai, or Makoto, I should say, loves her Sai. She just loves her sister. You can see how personal this is for her. I love that. But I don't believe that was in the game. I could be wrong on that though. Anyway, so we get back to the palace after we get to see into the police and we got an anonymous tip that the families are going strapped tonight, so let's go take them down, boys. Let's go take them down. And then we get back to oh my god, the music. We got the dun 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 dun. I love that song so much. I love it. It's night and day and okay, I'm done singing. Anyway, then we see Sai versus the family. Oh my god, the art and animation. Well, it's no Studio Bones quality. I'm not gonna tell you it's there. It was pretty damn good for A1, and oh my god, I love this. I love how Sai throughout the whole fight was just trying to talk to Sai, shouting remember who you are, remember what you stand for. I love that stuff. And Akira, oh my god, was Akira such a badass? It's we had him having the style of a JoJo character, but oh my god, I love Akira. Was so awesome in this episode too, and we even see him I love this one shot when Akira is flying down is like falling down from the side from Futada's spaceship. I love like the kind of got like a little half and half shot, and we just see Akira slowly fall down as he meets up with Sai's shadow forms face, and then he shoots her and deals a final blow. It was amazing. I love Sai's design, by the way. Her shadow form, her shadow persona form, whatever you want to call it. I love her design. I think it's amazing. It's probably honestly, I say out of all of the characters we've got, I say this one's probably my personal. It's probably my personal favorite. So that was awesome to see, and I love the all-out attack this week. Like they did an amazing job with the all-out attack where they actually had like, you guys remember the first OP where they had that shot where like all the party members' personas all kind of like lined down as like little half shots with half their face. They kind of like they reuse that shot here, and it's amazing. And I love that all-out attack, that final shot when Kieran deals a foul blow. It was amazing. It was amazing. This episode was also just amazing across the board. So Sai is of course defeated. She's like, "I'm sorry, Makoto." And so then of course they have their little reunion. They're like, "All right, everyone." So we're not. The Kanchi talk. We're like, "All right, everyone, great job, but this is the end. You haven't forgotten our half of the deal, right?" It's like, "Yeah, I haven't forgotten. We will end the Phantom Thieves." And so that's when Futaba gets the alert, which we saw in the first episode, where she's like, "Oh, the police are coming. We need to go." And Kira says like, "Don't worry, I got this. I'm going to distract them for the time being. I'll take care of this." And then they're trying to convince him, but then my man Ryu's like, don't bother. Once Akira has his mind set on something, it's impossible to turn him the other way. So he just hands him the briefcase, which her treasure is actually a police notebook, but it seems to be her father's because her father was a cop and all that stuff. And then that's where the episode ends. Overall, this episode was amazing. I'm low-key, I'm going to say about doing a reaction to next week's episode, just because, like I said, it just goes straight up Death Note. Like I said, like anime onlys, y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready for what's about to go down in next week's episode. Oh my god, it's going to be so good. I cannot wait to see it. I might do a reaction to it, I might not. I'm not completely certain yet. But anywho, so yeah, my final verdict for this week's episode is of course a 10 out of 10. Like I said, hot as hell, amazing. I loved it. Art animation was probably the best we've seen in the whole series. So yeah, A1, you're definitely getting better. We're definitely getting better. And yeah, speaking of A1, we got season 3 of SAO coming up in a couple weeks. Hype as hell to see that too. You guys know I'll be reviewing that. Apparently the first episode is going to be an hour-long special. I'm probably going to do a reaction to that just because, hey, it's an hour-long SAO. Why not? Anyway, just hope you all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you subscribe if you're new. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you like. Please don't. Links in the description box below. And as always, come back for more. See you guys next time.
She's too bad.